we are at like the source of like the whole world.
Today, we're at the world's largest wholesale markets. We're here in Yiwu, and I'm with Collin Abroadcast.
Hey.
Collin, you have a YouTube channel that has been blowing up recently, where you go to markets and you bargain for all sorts of like clothes and shoes and fake brand stuff. I think this is where everything that you're bargaining for comes from.
I think you're right. From what I've seen so far, and what I've heard about it, what I've researched is, it really does.
Yeah. This is, as far as I know, the largest wholesale markets of its kind in the world. It's 5.5 million square meters, which is about 60 million square feet. It's 7 kilometers long. So I think we've got to go inside. We got to go find a map and come up with a plan here, because there's no way we're going to see all of this.
Without a doubt, we'll need that plan.
Let's check out this map. So we walked from over there, and then this is like the full list here of where everything is.
Oh, nice.
It is pretty well organized. Like when I go to Huashangbei, like everything's kind of mixed up, and you find one thing mixed in with a bunch of other things. Here it's like pretty well sorted out.
Look, face-to-face negotiation with 210,000 suppliers.
Dude, that is where you're at.
I'm gonna do every single one.
I think you could spend a year here and still not negotiate with everybody.
Probably, yeah.
Inflatable toys, electric toys, ordinary toys, stuffed toys, and artificial flowers. I feel like we should hit up toys. But also festive handicrafts, I think that's Christmas. Oh, hardware tools.
Wedding supplies.
You wanna do wedding supplies?
I think that'd be kind of cool, actually,
All right.
to show people. What I like about this is that all these districts are connected.
Pretty much everything is connected by like skyways, right?
Yeah. I'm down.
Should we jump into it?
I'm
You ready?
Let's
okay,
jump into
okay,
it.
let's do it. They have like every possible electric vehicle you can dream of here. Like anything that's got a battery and a motor in it, it's here. What is this thing? This is a crazy, crazy contraption. How much is this? 720 RMB.
Per unit?
Yes.
Per unit?
Yeah, per unit. Yeah. So like, yeah, $100, a little over $100. It's a what? A hover bike?
Yeah.
Hover bike. Awesome. Do you think Strange Parts fans need hover bikes?
I think so. I think they need this too as well.
These are amazing. So these are really cool. Collin, I think we need to move on. This is one shop out of 75,000.
Yeah, I agree. This is like the first
We're
shop
having
we
fun
went
here,
into, yeah.
but I think we got to keep moving. I think we're walking into like hardware land here, like hardware store stuff. Holy cow, this booth is nothing but X-Acto knives. The level of specialization here is just amazing. It blows me away. Oh, here we go. Now some proper Strange Parts action. We got digital multimeters and soldering irons. That's pretty legit.
Not only do we have like this, but we also have like this. I wonder how wide this building is.
Let's go figure it out. There's a shop for everything here, a specialty shop for everything. Dude, this is so incredible. It's like, I think one of the things that this really hits home for me is like how specialized everything is. Like we saw a shop that sells nothing but like saw blades, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. We are at like the source of like the whole world. Like
Yeah,
when
pretty
it
much.
comes to
Like everything is made here.
like this is the building.
Like everything that you buy in like your average retail shop, like a lot of it comes from here. This is a shop that only sells scissors. And not only is it every kind of scissors, but there's only one of each one, right? This is not inventory. We can't buy any of these, right? Or very few of them. This is just samples, right? And it's every possible sample they can make. Okay, so like, I'm kind of feeling like for every product I show in this video, there's gonna be somebody in the comments who's like, dude, why didn't you buy that?
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I think like, I mean, we've talked about like maybe buying like whatever the minimum order quantity is of stuff and putting it up in the Strange Parts store, but like at this point, I don't even have any clue what we should buy.
Right.
Like there's just so much cool stuff. Let's go explore another section. Like we've only seen hardware thus far, and I feel like you and I could spend all day here.
Oh my God.
But like, there's so much more to see. Holy cow, look at that. That is cool. It's really tempting to put your hand in that, but I think it's probably a bad plan.
You should make that part of your video, put your Strange Parts logo on there. How I built my custom fan in China.
Yeah, we totally should make a Strange
like
Parts fan logo. We just saw she has a sign here that says retails, which I think means she has retail stock. So she'll actually just sell one of something. So I totally want to try and get that sign. Cool. But she's super busy right now. She's got a customer, and it looks like they're negotiating over like quantity. So I don't want to like interrupt that. Maybe we'll come back in a little bit and see if we can hook that up. That was all one district, and we started in the middle of the district. So now we're on like the Sky Bridge connecting the two districts, walking over to District 1. Just trying to give you guys a sense of how big this place is. It's a little bit hard to show on camera, but this place is massive. It really is hard to wrap your head around. Sorry, you're saying you're a trader?
You're traders.
From where?
From Dubai. We just come here and we'll see everything.
Yeah. What kind of things do you buy? Like what's typical for you?
Door handles.
What is it?
Door handles.
Door handles.
Only one item.
That is so specialized. So you're a door handle trader. Do you own a shop?
Yeah, we have.
You own shops. Okay.
We have 5 shops in 5 countries: Qatar, Kuwait, Dubai.
And only door
Oman.
handles.
Only door handles. One item.
That's amazing. We were just commenting how specialized each shop is here. You're persistent. She's come up, this is the 3rd time she's come up to me, and I finally figured we gotta do it.
One boss, 2 boss, money big.
No, not big bosses. But I did have dirty shoes, so I'm gonna take you up on this.
Money big. And then
No, not money, big.
Money.
I'm gonna have wet feet now is the only problem. What are you doing? You gonna have this, Collin? You kind of got it pushed on you.
I guess. Yeah, I could feel it through the mesh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mama.
Holy shit, dude, look at those shoes. Those are it's pretty darn clean. So we have finally made it to another district. We're in District 1 now, bottom floor, which is toys.
Yeah.
Should we go look at some toys?
Yeah,
This is, I think, my favorite section.
Yeah, it's looking pretty wild here.
Yeah, kids everywhere. This is crazy. So this thing is filled with helium, and then it's got like the tail wags on it for forward motion. To go up and down, it's got this weight in the front that slides on a track. And she's just controlling it just with one hand. That's amazing. It's like every like crappy toy store and like novelty shop and like Halloween shop. Like, yeah.
They should just name this market Made in China.
I know. Do you notice how quiet it is in here?
This is cool, yeah, it's insulated.
Yeah.
I would love to work in this shop.
I know, right?
Should probably get one of these sweatbands.
You can have one of those.
Yeah.
MOQ? 多少个?
600.
600.
Yes.
Okay. So MOQ is minimum order quantity, right? So it's how many, like what's the least number we can buy when in that situation where they don't sell retail. So yeah, that was
a little lucky.
Yeah, you did. I was surprised she had a sample. I thought as soon as you were like, I need a sweatband, I was like, he's not getting a sweatband. Like this is not gonna happen. Yeah. But she hooked you up with like one of the few samples.
Yeah.
It looked like she had, what, 4 samples?
Yeah,
one of each color, maybe?
That was cool for her.
So,
cool.
Yeah, that was really nice of her. So what do you think? You want to, like, start heading through toys over to, like, Christmas?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
It's like you can only look at so many toys before they all start to match. But that's how Christmas is probably going to be, too.
Right. No, it all started, your just eyes glaze over, like...
And really, even in hardware, it was like that, too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just so much of it. It's like total sensory overload.
Yeah. You need to come here knowing exactly what you want. You can't come here and just browse.
Like door handles.
Yeah. Yeah, like door handles, for instance.
I mean, you can browse, we are, but like it's very overwhelming. It's, yeah, I sort of feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
When you think of like stuff that comes from China in bulk, you think it comes direct from factory.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like, which it does.
Yeah.
But there's also like the in-between where there's storefronts.
Well, there has to be a way for buyers to find factories, right?
Yeah.
And this is it. Like this is the biggest place in the world to do that. It's for a lot of businesses, it's trade shows, right? So a lot of industries have their industry trade show of the year. Everybody comes together. It's where deals are done. It's where people meet new suppliers. But this is like a year-round trade show, right? It just never stops.
Yeah.
Okay, now it looks like we're in like the floral section, like the flake flowers. We're in the fake flowers section, which is like It's all plastic, but it's pretty. Like, it's very peaceful around here. This is my favorite sign I've seen in the market.
Warning fire.
What? What is that a warning of? Like, what? I don't see any fire. There's no fire. The closest thing I can figure out is that it's like warning flammable things.
Yeah.
But like,
Warning
are
fire.
fake flowers really that flammable? I don't know. I think we've made it to Christmas. It is Santa Claus everywhere, Christmas trees as far as the eye can see, and tinsel around every corner. It's like we're walking through a Christmas shop, right? Like,
Yeah, we're at Walmart.
right.
During the holiday season.
During Christmas.
Yeah. I've probably had a fake tree in the past as a kid.
Yeah.
That just came from this market.
I think that's true. Supposedly 60% of all Christmas decorations come from Yiwu,
Yeah.
which is a crazy, crazy number.
This is where all the cats you see all over the world come from.
This is a store that sells craft herpes in giant bags. Giant bags of glitter, floor to ceiling.
This would be a shop I wouldn't want to work at.
I know, right?
This is one of those.
I imagine you just end up with like glitter in all your clothes and all your belongings,
Dude,
right? Like
sure.
glitter in your underwear. Well, I thought we were gonna find some St. Patrick's Day stuff. I feel like I've seen, either on a previous trip or this trip, I've seen some St. Patty's Day stuff, but I'm not finding it. So what, we've seen like maybe 1.5 districts, kind of? Like 1 or 2 floors of each?
Yeah.
How do you explain this?
Yeah.
How do you explain what it feels like to be here?
For real, like, you can't. Like,
Yeah.
because you're going to tell people, like, hey, this is how big this is. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's pretty big. But it's like, no, it's like 10 times bigger than what you're thinking.
And like once you get inside, you can't really see it all. You can see sort of down the aisle,
Yeah.
but like it doesn't really look that big. It's just that it goes on forever, right? It just never stops, right?
Right.
Like, yeah. I mean, we're at one end and it goes on for 7 kilometers through the city. This is Decoration Arts and Crafts, which as best I can tell is like Americana. Like stuff that you would find in like a thrift store. They've all got a Sharpie written on them, stock number. And it's because they only have one of every different variation that they make, every mold or whatever it is. And so you can be like, okay, I want 2065, you know? I want 100 pieces or whatever.
People who are watching this video, they're going to be like, I have that in my home.
I know.
I
know.
That's right here.
I know. I know. Like this stuff right here,
Yeah.
like Pepsi Cola and maple
Yeah.
leaves and yeah, like I've seen all of this stuff in like stores that I consider like 100% American, right? And it all comes from here. It's all made in China.
I bought these in the fake market, right?
Yeah.
For a present from my mom. So just
How much
kinda
did you pay?
Like 80 yuan.
Why don't you figure out how much it would cost you to buy the same thing?
7块一个
Chihuahua Yiga.
7块
So 7.
Yeah.
7 compared to what I paid, like 80.
You paid 80?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It was at least 50. It was at least
Yeah.
50.
So how does that make you feel?
I don't know. Ripped off? No, I don't know. So these are 7 kwai, and then they got redistributed to the fake markets, and I paid at least 50, as I remember. This was a while ago. I knew
Yeah.
it was at least 50. I'm thinking 80, so I paid 10 times more in the fake market than you can get them for here.
Yeah.
So it just puts everything into perspective for me.
Like this changes how I see the world being here. It's like a real mind twister being here. All right, let's go find tourist stuff. Navigating this place is just like so big. So this is super interesting. This is magnets. It's got like London, right? Budapest, Grand Canary. All of the magnets that you buy as a tourist, they all come from Yiwu. Nothing is made where you buy it.
So next time you go down to Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, anywhere in Southeast Asia, and you see this stuff, you go to like a shop and you buy this, you're like, I was there where it came from.
I know. None of it, like, yeah, it wasn't made by that monk.
There's
It
no
wasn't even made
history
in that
behind
city.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't even made in that city.
Yeah, right.
So isn't this shop selling like robes, like monks' robes and bags?
Oh my, is that what that is?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Right?
Are you
The orange
serious?
and the brown?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those are
And the
monks,
shoes
like
too, the shoes too.
Buddhist monks' robes. Yeah. Wow.
That's mind bending, mind blowing, whatever you want to say. Keep calm and kiss my rebel ass.
Wow. This is like a Confederate kit shop? Due to the price increase of ammo, do not expect a warning shot.
Wow, so think about it. The type of people who would buy this hate China. Just hate China.
That's so true.
That's so, oh my God.
It's so true. So Collin just asked her, like pointed at a Confederate flag.
Yeah. And oh yeah, so I asked her and I was like, do you know what this is? She's like, no, sorry. I was like, do you know what it means? She's like, no, I don't. I just sell it. And then what'd you ask her?
I asked her if she knew what country it was.
Yeah, what country it was. She's like, no.
Nope, no idea. You had mentioned that you really want to check out wedding supplies. Do you have like a special lady in mind, or like, no,
nothing
you just want to
like
go?
That. I just want to ruin some marriages, all right? I just want to ruin it for you guys.
Let's go find that market. I think it's pretty far from here. Let's see if we can get like a motorcycle taxi over there, because we're in District 1 and it's in District 4, which is like kilometers away from here. I'm not sure this is the safest way to travel around the market, but it's definitely the fastest. Just to be really clear, like, we're driving, you know, all the way across town, it feels like, all to a different part of the same building. We could have walked there without ever leaving the building. This is just a lot faster. Oh, 谢谢你. Okay, 谢谢你. Awesome, that was super fast. Now I've got dust all over my lens from the road.
Yeah, dude, it was far.
I know, right?
I thought it was just gonna be like a quarter of that distance.
So I was all excited for you to bargain with the motorcycle taxis. But like, we got a good price straight off the bat, so
you got,
I don't know. Like, I don't feel good about bargaining if, like, you know you're getting a good deal.
Right, exactly. That's how I am too. It's like, and why would you even bargain like that? Like 5 kwai. I mean, yeah, in my videos it does get to that point where it's over 5 kwai, but that's because the initial price to my price, the difference is so high.
But like, 10 kwai is like $1.50.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, based on what I know of like taxi rates and things like that, like that seems fair. It seems like the right price. Let's go find weddings. I don't even, what are we gonna see? Like, wedding dresses? There's so much more to weddings, right? Like, table decorations, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna have our minds blown, but I don't know how. Okay, so let's talk about what we're not seeing here. There's not brand name stuff. Right? There's no Apple stuff here. There's no like,
even like,
you know, Samsung
supplies.
Like,
there's no like brand name cleaning supplies.
Right. So it's all like either Chinese brand or kind of like white label. Where is wedding supplies? So like, we keep seeing signs, but it's all like Chinese
wedding supplies.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Duh. Parts of it are very Western, but like, I mean, I think you're right. This is Chinese like, wedding supplies. I was expecting white dresses and like tuxedos and stuff.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Yeah, not at all what we were expecting in terms of wedding supplies. It is Chinese wedding supplies, I guess, and they're all closed. So, well, dude, I'm about worn out. I think we've tapped this place out. Yeah. We've walked all the way to Africa.
Which was a nice surprise. Think about it.
I don't know. What are your takeaways from today? This is your first time here.
Man, it's a lot. Sensory overload for one. It kind of really puts everything into perspective on literally everything you see when you go buy things. They have it all here. It
really changed my worldview about like how I see stuff and like where does stuff come from and how is it made. Right, it really changed a lot of things that I sort of thought of like, oh, coming from a particular place. No, like a lot of it probably comes from here. We've just barely scratched the surface in this video. I mean, it would take, I don't know, 50 videos for us to really do it justice. We're working on at least one more video here in Yiwu, so stay tuned if you want to see sort of more of the manufacturing side of Yiwu, of what happens in the factories. Definitely stick around. That should be coming out soon. Thank you so much for coming along.
Thanks for having me,
crazy adventure. If you guys want to see more of what Collin does a lot of bargaining in markets. definitely go check out his channel, Collin Abroadcast. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen here and down in the description. So definitely go check him out and subscribe if you like what he does.
Yeah.
If you like this video and you like what I do, definitely hit the subscribe button down below. And hit that bell icon next to it if you want to be notified about each video that comes out. Stay tuned for more adventures, and I'll see you guys next time.